Doc Owen here with Action Figure Times. We're continuing on looking at the Flashpoint series from DC Direct. Today we're going to be looking at probably one of my favorite figures from the line, to be honest. Now, Zoom, the convention exclusive, I mean, his face sculpt just was, I mean, it was awesome. But for just an overall appearance, I really like this figure. Now, he's got the traditional packaging with Cyborg, his name written across the bottom. If you haven't seen the rest of the reviews, go ahead and look them up. I think you'll be glad you did. I like this figure because he's massive. Now, just my 2 cents on the new JLA 52. To me, Cyborg is now becoming similar to John Jones, the Martian Manhunter, as far as that character in the JLA that's kind of, you know, he doesn't necessarily have his own book, but he's still pretty cool, and he's got a lot of powers, and I'm hoping that they really continue on with that, where they make him kind of like a, I don't know if he could ever be the heart and soul of the league, but it would be cool if they made him that way. This dude is massive. He is massive. Look at the size that they put him on and the detailing into this. This guy, now, massive. You know what? I should watch how I use that word, because we've had some truly massive figures from DC Direct, like Mongol. He's not like that. I think he's just cool. Let's see if I've got, here's Barry Allen Flash. Well, he doesn't look that massive at all, does he? They look about the same size. But this gear that they've got on him, I think it's very cool. So I'm going to have to retract my massive comments and just say he is awesome. Now, I like some of the detail on him. He does have some maneuverability. I think that was very good. But look at these pads. Look at his back. I mean, this guy's just cool. See how they got the little fire burner there and his little blaster? That's kind of neat. Now, one thing I think they should have concluded, you know, he kind of could fly in the Flashpoint universe, and I think they should have had some sort of jets on the bottom. He's got some massive, whoops. He's got some very large boots and legs that I think are very cool. This is just an awesome looking figure. I think he's actually got a very nice face sculpt as well. But you'll be able to determine that for yourself when you look at him close up. Now, this to me seems to be one of the more articulated of the figures, which I'm glad of, because I do like this figure. This is probably my favorite Cyborg figure that anybody's released so far. I like the Mattel one, and if Mattel had done it in this style, the Flashpoint style, I probably would have liked it just simply because of the posability. They made him more Teen Titans-esque. But this guy is just very cool. I really like him. I like playing with him. I think I'm going to like him on my shelf. I do wish he had more head movement so he could kind of stand up straight and we could really show his height. But all in all, this is a very awesome figure. Let's go ahead and take a look at him up close so you can just check out and see how awesome you think he is. Okay, this is just a very cool figure. Next to Zoom, I really think it's probably one of the best head sculpts there is. I mean, look at that. That is just awesome. I like how they're putting these red dots. It kind of gives him, I don't know whether that's supposed to be power or what that's supposed to be, but he's got a lot of them. That one, he's got this arm cannon. Look at that thing. That thing is huge. Look at the detail on it. Now you've got, too bad he doesn't have a chest joint where you can move him. He's got, you know, synthesized abs. He's got his own version of a kind of a utility belt. He has basically no articulation. I mean, kind of articulation. He's got the little red dots on his knee pads. Man, if those are blasters, he's going to screw somebody up, because, like, instead of just kneeing them, he can, like, shoot a blast through them. That's kind of wow. This looks great. Look at that. Makes even the joints, makes it seems more like a, instead of a human thing, it makes it seems more mechanical. Look at his spine. I think that's a very nice touch. He's got some blasters right there. I guess you don't want to jump on his back and go for a rear naked choke. I think all in all, this is just a very cool figure. The face, the sculpting, this is probably one of the best sculpted overall figures of the line, if not the best. The best face has to go to Zoom, but this is a truly great figure. Hope you've enjoyed looking at the Flashpoint Cyborg. Hopefully he'll make his way and continue to look the same in our DC universe, only bigger from what I can tell in the comics. Make sure you come to aftimes.com, look at the pictures up close, and guys, we're looking out for you. We want you, I mean, me as a collector, I want you to be able to look at this stuff and say, you know, it's worth my money, it's not worth my money. This is a figure, even though he's not that posable, I would buy it just because he is a super cool sculpt. Doc Owen here, looking at the final figure in the Flashpoint series, and that's going to be the Thomas Wayne Batman. Now, all in all, you can see Batman across the bottom. All in all, the character in the comics, I actually liked him. I thought he was pretty cool, kind of more grisly even than Bruce. I did think it was kind of odd that a lot of people knew he was Batman. I mean, a lot. Oswald Cobblepot, you know, who was running casino operations and things. I don't understand some of the choice. I don't understand, like, the rising sun behind his bat symbol. I don't quite get that. Maybe there's a reason for that. Somebody could tell me. I think I would have preferred kind of like I think it was Thrill Killer, or the big red bat. But I can understand why you wouldn't want to, you know, too closely identify him. Oh, he also comes with a stand, one of the regular little round ones. Like I said, I like these because they don't you know, they're easy to get around. He's kind of got the McFarlane pointy shoulders. He's a lot more meaner in the Flashpoint universe, just killing folks that get out of line. All except for one, he won't kill the Joker, but I'll let you find out why. Very limited in articulation. Like the eyes. I like the fact that got some very nice red eyes. Here's something that I do not like, and I'm going to have to take a look at it up close underneath the lights when we do the up close. I don't like the fact that he doesn't look more grizzled in his beard and stuff. You know, even the Mattel Flashpoint Action League showed him with his little beard. This figure, I like this figure. I actually do. I like the belt, nice belt. I wouldn't be surprised if this wasn't a rip from one of the other Batman figures, because certainly it could be. I like the overall look of this figure. The shoulders, I mean, it keeps true with the comic book. I think that they could have done more with the cape. I think there's just, to me, I like this figure. To me, there's just a little something missing. What is it, Doc? I don't really know. I just think there is just a little something missing. You know, like I say, when the bat symbol with the rising sun keeps with the red motif, I think a red bat would have looked really, really cool. Now on the cape, you can see it's all gathered together there in the back. I'm surprised he doesn't have a gun. I mean, you know, he likes killing these folks. His gauntlets are more like, to me, they're more like a spike even at the edge of the glove. I mean, you could do some massive damage with that. This is a cool figure, though. I do like him. You know, one of the things I've noticed with the figures like Barry, he had more of his head up, but Thomas and Cyborg had their head more down. And I don't quite understand that. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at him up close. Alright, here we are looking at the Flashpoint Batman up close. I really do like this character. In fact, and I like the way they've drawn him. I really like the red eyes. I think the red eyes are really intimidating and things. In fact, I think Batman ought to have them all the time. It does make him look a tad evil, but I mean, as far as white, I mean, you know how he has the white eyes? I think if he roamed around with these red eyes, man, you'd have people screaming everywhere. Now, he's got the kind of the McFarlane-esque cape with the points on the edge. That looks okay. He's kind of lean in the torso as well, kind of like what we were talking about with the Flash figure. Got the sun behind him. Nice red belt. I think that's kind of cool. I mean, these gauntlets are kind of neat in the fact that, you know, he's got his couple scallops, but man, he's got that massive point right there. I really wish that, you know, his boots are basically normal Batman boots. I really do wish that he was more posable, but he isn't. I mean, and then the cape, man, they've got lots of folds in this cape. I really think it's actually a pretty decent figure compared, you know, to the subject matter in the comic. And it was a decent read. I thought he was great. Now, one thing I do think is lacking in this figure is I think he ought to have some scruff there on his face. I think he ought to look a little more scruffy. So what do you guys think? Let us know, both here and on the boards. And if you have any comments, let us know. Anything we can do to help you or you want to know about, make sure you subscribe, tell us about it, and we'll see what we can find out. This is Doc Owen with AF Times.